Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the last episode of the 2020 and 2021 season. Match week 38, and we have skipped 4 fucking match weeks. If you see the state of our titles, we were stuck on match week 34 last week. But episode 21 will be the last one for the 2021 season. So welcome back. And we'll start very stupidly on Man United because they were the most boring game. But then we'll go straight into the Chelsea game where Amir has a rant waiting for us as well. So we'll look forward to that. But Shavez, start us off.
So two games we had this week. First one, United Fulham. Fans back at Old Trafford.
Oh, yeah.
The good in that game just went as far as Cavani's goal, which was just goal of the season for us, anyways. United goal of the season. Besides that, I don't think again our games, as I said, don't really matter anymore because we're confirmed second. When we played Fulham at that point, we were confirmed second as well. So again, it was one of those games where it would have been nice to get a win, but it didn't really matter. And Dan, you got the prediction right for that as well. You said 1-0. You said that relegated teams always find something, and Fulham somehow found something.
Yeah, it's got
not much to touch on in that game except Cavani. And then in the next game, where we rotated our team heavily, we had Elanga. What a banger. Elanga banger. That's the new saying with him. Great header, learned it from Cavani. Juan Mata is probably maybe his last game. It should be his last game. Like, thank you to Mata for everything he's done for us. He's been a brilliant servant for the club. But like Man City, we need to be sort of ruthless with how we sell our players.
Yeah.
They're selling Aguero, and Aguero looks good to go right now. So we have to sort of, it is a sensible thing to let Mata go now. But yeah, he's had a brilliant career. I don't think we've done enough for him, to be honest. He deserves more. He deserves more success with us. As a club, we didn't provide that for him. But it was good to see him get on the goal scoring sheet. And besides that, Wolves, Nuno, congratulations to him for all the time he's had at Wolves.
Yeah.
He's been brilliant.
Such an undercard manager, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to get an upgrade of a job. Whatever it is, I don't know where he'll end up. It will be a better team than Wolves because that's what he deserves. He's a good manager. And they've been unlucky this season with Jimenez as well. They've done well. They were obviously sixth at one point, but when you lose a player like Jimenez, you fall apart. And they've done well to not get relegated, to be honest. It could have collapsed for them after that. But on our part, it was just one of those games where I think Van der Beek played really well on the pivot. He's not going to play in the final, but something for the future.
Yeah.
Bailly, I remember vaguely saying Bailly's going to be.
You love him though, don't you? You said if he doesn't get injured, then he's an actual contender for the centre back.
I think he's had too many injuries now. He's not the same. Like Twanzebi's outperforming him every game, and I think he'll start the final now, which is good for him. But that prediction went wrong. Good win. Our away run continues into next season. We might never lose an away game again.
It's lucky that I changed my prediction in the end to 1-0, even though it didn't come 1-0, but it's lucky I changed it.
That was the first time where I said we wouldn't win, and we won. I said a draw. So rotated team and we won.
Fair enough. Well, as I say, Man United, look, quick, short and simple. No, I'm joking. But moving on now to my team. Even though we had nothing to play for, we kind of outplayed Brighton that day to when we played them. It was absolutely fantastic from what I saw. Pepe, the masterclass. Shavez, that's what you get for downplaying that man. Ever since you said to him, he's a fraud, he's not worth 72 mil. Look what he's doing. Tearing up the Premier League. Oh, no, it'll take him a long time, but he is. You can chat next season.
You're up to 8.
Listen, 2 goals, 2 top-tier goals, right? That man is on fire. Like every time he gets the ball now, you have confidence that he'll actually do something with it now. Whereas like the likes of Aubameyang, as I saw on the weekend, he wasn't actually that good. Do you know what I mean? He was just like the classic kind of player that kind of goes half-hearted. Like when you see like the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe and Pepe running down the wings, you expect your like striker to either like play short, like and offer for the ball, or be in the box. For example, when Tierney's always down the left as well, and he's putting in balls, he's always put his hands up like, where the fuck are you? Do you know what I mean? And Aubameyang needs to be there. And obviously and then Lacazette came on. Martinelli, the GOAT, came on. Honestly, that game was fantastic. We were just playing it around perfectly. And it was kind of a game where we just could relax and kind of play off football because there was nothing really to fight for except a win. I was kind of hoping... do you know what? 8th place, I do, even though it's the fact that we actually don't have European football next season, I'm kind of happy that we don't as well, because I kind of think that the fact that we don't have European football gives us a more focus on the Premier League. For example, West Ham this season, they didn't have any kind of like midweek fixtures to kind of like use their big players for, and then like have to rest on the weekend and then lose maybe because you're up against like, a big team. So it gives us that extra kind of time to kind of prepare for the Premier League next season. So for the likes of, I don't know, Like Tottenham got the Conference League. They're playing. Who's that team? Do you remember? There was that dodgy team that they got in the Twitter poll. But yeah, I'm happy we didn't get that. To be fair, I can't forget. As I say, it gives us a fresh start. Poor Leicester got fifth out. I was literally checking the entire scores while I was watching Arsenal, just checking. I was like, "Oh, City's won it." It was like 3-0 up in 40 minutes, and then
credit to the person. Someone won. Someone got all of the things right and won 33.5 grand.
Did he?
Someone got all of the results right. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
And that's to be us next. See predictions. But yeah, just to sum it up though, Arsenal, as I say, like why can't we play like that all season? And did you see the stat? If all the games played from Christmas, we'd be third place right now. So that's a stat to be old for next season. Hopefully we can carry that on. But as I say,
you gonna win the league?
I don't know. Maybe. I like to be optimistic. But yeah, look, as I can say, it's hopeful now. All I've got to say is there's a big change coming in the summer. There's a lot of like flushing out dead wood, and there's a lot of new things coming. Hopefully, anyway. But yeah, that's all I can sum up from Arsenal. Hopefully, we can dig in next season. But Nick, Man City champions, Aguero, 2 goals. I've got to quickly touch bases on this before we go into it, though. Have you seen the fact that Laporte now, he got bought for however much from Atletico, and then do you know what I mean? He was starting every week with Ruben and everything like that, and all of a sudden he got one injury, and now he's not even starting. He's not even like, do you know what I mean? Getting considered as John Stones, who stepped up to the mark. It's quite bad. Well, it's good and bad because obviously you want that man to kind of play for your team because he's solid, but then he's obviously going to want to be elsewhere because he's got too much competition. He was first team football. But other than that, what do you think of the game?
It was like sort of the perfect game to sort of end on and like give us sort of the trophy and the medals because Aguero obviously scoring 2 as well. Like when I saw he wasn't in the starting lineup, I was thinking like, I'm not really sure why that sort of decision was made. But came in, scored like 2 quality goals. So it was like perfect way to sort of prepare for Chelsea game as well.
Yeah.
In the final, and I think Foden and De Bruyne as well showed why they've been like so class this season. So
that's it. Fair enough, man. Yeah, Aguero's got a good send off now. 2 goals in the end. I was hoping for him to bag a hat trick in the end, but nothing came of it. But as I say, he got 2 goals, and now he's the top leading goal scorer of all time for one club, isn't he? 183 or 184, I think. So it tips off Wayne Rooney, Shavez. But that's dagger to the heart. But yeah, he's quality player.
Rooney played different positions. So
yeah, but still, the fact that you compare Aguero's name up there, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you think of a number 9 striker, you think Rooney or like, do you know what I mean? And he's up there now.
Drogba, yeah.
Drogba, shut.
With those Man City players, though, deep down, they're celebrating their Premier League. They've all touched that trophy before. They're all thinking in the back of their mind about next week, Saturday.
Yeah, that's their most important game of their history.
What better send-off for Aguero, the man who probably gave them the biggest moment of their history, than to win a Champions League, which he said himself he would leave once he won it. So it'd
be poetic for it to happen, wouldn't it?
I think Ruben Diaz's mentality is crazy as well because he was getting asked, I think, in an interview, like, what's your favourite sort of moment of the season? And he just replies saying it hasn't happened yet. And he's like,
it's your club, isn't it?
Yeah, he is.
Your club, isn't it? Your club just wants that Champions League. Like, your owners want it. It's that one thing you need, don't you?
They'll play their absolute heart out on the 29th. I can just see it now. They'll play such gorgeous football. Like, I don't know if you saw, but when they played PSG in the semi-final, they were amazing in the second leg as well. But hopefully they can bring that to the Champions League as well. But that's kind of basically it for Man City. They're champions. Let's see if they can carry it on next season as well without any competition. But Amir, 2-1 to Aston Villa. Although you've secured top 4 now, you lost to the Aston. What's happened?
Well, we were terrible. That's what happened. I'm not celebrating that top 4 triumph achievement at all. Do you know what I mean? Like, that game was awful. The one game we had to win, probably the most important game of the season in terms of getting Champions League, and then obviously the bigger players with the Champions League, they come, but just didn't turn up at all. Attack, poor. I'm losing my patience with a few players in the squad now, and Timo Werner should be one of them. Timo Werner. I'm not going to single like anyone out, but there's a few players I'm kind of losing my patience. So Jorginho is another, and I think it all started. This whole bad form. We've lost 3 at the last 4 is after we played you guys. You guys are just. It happened with Lampard. We lost to you. Went on a losing run. It's happening again. Like, it's just stupid mistakes that's costing us. Like, we're not bad in the games. Like, our attack is poor. We're not scoring, but the first goal with Traore, like, what was going on there? Like, no one picked him up.
It's come back to haunt you.
Exactly, yeah. Ex-Chelsea. He didn't celebrate. What a man, like. The penalty was a penalty, like, and then to top it all off, Mendy got injured, so Kepa could be playing in the final. And I don't care what any Chelsea fan says. Half the Chelsea fans are like, Kepa shouldn't play, Kepa agenda. Against
Kepa's
Arsenal,
actually good. Yeah.
It wasn't Kepa's fault against Arsenal, and it wasn't Kepa's fault in the Leicester.
He just gets
FA
very
Cup
unlucky.
Final. That was Jorginho in that, and Reece James in the other. Like, they're saying, if there was a 6'6" keeper, he would have saved the Tielemans shot. No one is saving that Tielemans shot.
Yeah, I agree.
No one. We got top 4, but what's the point? We've got to thank Tottenham for it.
Yeah, that's exactly. You had to rely very heavily on that result, didn't you? You've had to.
Did you see on the Chelsea app?
Go on.
Have you got the Chelsea app on your phone? Have you seen that there was like, apparently there was a thing on there about thanking Tottenham or something?
That's how down bad your club is.
It could have just been a
having
meme,
to thank Spurs. Jesus.
It's poor. It is terrible. The one game we should have showed up in, like, absolutely woeful. And I hope Roman gets that checkbook out, gets us a striker, gets us a CDM, gets us a centre back.
CDM?
I heard, like, Lukaku's on the card. I think Lukaku might be coming back. You guys know Tuchemeni? He's from Monaco. He's a defensive midfielder. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Apparently, we're heavily linked with him. He's a youngster, and George probably to replace Jorginho and centre back.
Would you say your season is like because you spent 250 million after getting however many points you did, and you stayed the same position. You went up 1 point, and let's say you lose the Champions League final, then 250 million.
It's been a terrible season. Terrible season.
Thing is, though, Amir, I just got to touch on this as well. But let's say, for example, maybe like a month ago, you'd think it's a really good season because you were in the final of the FA Cup, final of the Champions League, and you were like 3rd place. You'd think, we're finishing sick, but then all of a sudden it's just like falling off for you. Like, what happened?
I don't know what happened, to be honest. It's just bad, like, mistakes after mistakes, and then they're game-defining mistakes against you guys. I wasn't here, wasn't I, when we spoke about our game? Like, apart from that goal, you guys didn't offer much, did you?
Yeah, we weren't that good that game. It was just one lucky goal.
Leicester game in the final, I know we beat them midweek, but afterwards, like, that was good. We got the reply. But in that final, apart from that wonder goal, did Leicester actually bring anything? Did Chelsea bring anything? Nothing.
It was
stupid VAR goal. Like, who cares, man? It took us to the 85th minute to start playing like that.
Yeah, true.
Poor man. I hope Tuchel sorts his team out. You know what I mean? I don't want Reece James playing right centre back anymore, man. That guy's been wasted there.
Yeah.
You know. Well, the best thing about this season was Thiago Silva's wife's reaction to everything.
Yeah, he loves it, doesn't he? Yeah.
She loves it. She said, "Thank you, Spurs." As well. On her Instagram, she's just popping off. But yeah, poor season. We've got to see what happens against City because we're underdogs. I don't know. Maybe we'll pull something out of the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
No one expects anything. Everyone expects City to win, but
I do think this summer will be a juicy kind of summer as well because obviously we're clearing out. I think you're going to clear out as well, Amir. Like, as you said, you're going to get Roman to open up the checkbook. You know, there's rumours about Messi going to City, Ronaldo going back to United, Sancho going to United.
I heard Varane to United. I heard so much. Kane
Ramos.
Ramos
apparently as well.
Yeah.
There's so many rumours for like big names coming to the Premier League because obviously everyone's basically run out of their contract with their current club. I've seen it all over Instagram. It's just like current like big players like David Alaba, Jerome Boateng. Do you know what I mean? They're all like running out of contracts now. And of course, David Alaba's going to Real Madrid, but like other names, for example, they're all just running out. And Guerrero's going to Barcelona, so it might tempt Messi to stay. Who knows? But it's a juicy summer. That's all I can see.
It's going to be a very good summer, and we've got the Euros as well, so it'll be really good for football.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So
yeah,
we should do a video on the transfer targets. What we do, but
yeah, we will.
It'll be good. Everyone, you guys will probably end up buying. Josh Kroenke will be shit scared. He'll start buying.
Oh yeah, hope so.
He was at the ground.
Yeah, did you see it with Kroenke signs? I loved it.
There was only 4 or 5 though. Do you know the FTV boys were actually ranting about that because there wasn't many.
Kroenke out, yeah.
The protest.
Still though, I'm happy because we did sing it one time though. It was pretty good. We did sing "We Want Kroenke Out" and he was faced like a slapped arse. So so good. But oh well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, That's it with Chelsea.
That's it. He's had enough.
Yeah.
But Dan, very quickly to touch on the playoff finals. Who's going to come up to the Premier League? Is it Brentford or Swansea?
Well, obviously Watford didn't play because our season's finished for us. And speaking of other teams' seasons that have finished, I took great pride in seeing Bournemouth bottle a 2-goal lead against Brentford.
I bet you did.
I'm very, very happy about that. I want Swansea to come up because it's the English leagues and they're a Welsh team.
Imagine being Welsh. Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, they shouldn't be in the leagues. So I want Brentford to come up. They're
Fair
local as well, so they were right for me to get there.
That's all right for you.
I also kind of want to see Tony in the Prem. On the other hand, because
we'll see Tony in the Prem regardless.
Yeah, but like with Brentford, because if he goes to a big team, he'll just rot on the bench for a while.
True.
I don't think he won't start like for a bigger team.
So would you prefer Brentford to move up then instead of Swansea?
100%. I don't want Swansea near the Prem.
Fair enough. I think I'd prefer Brentford to come up as well because it's like an outcast that hasn't been in the Prem for a while, or they've never been in the Prem. I'm not too sure.
I don't know if they have.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's an outcast that they've kind of never been in, whereas Swansea's just a bookie kind of like they're in the Prem
like
for
a
3
Norwich.
years and then they go down and then they're in it again for 2 years, 3 years, and then they're down again. Like, go away.
Yeah.
So
I think they've been unlucky as well, haven't they? They've been in a couple finals in the last 2 years.
Who's that, Swansea?
No, Brentford. They were last year.
They're
Brentford
always up there.
have got like the worst playoff record or something.
Yeah.
Or like over the last like 10, 15 years.
That's it.
Yeah, bring them up. Why not?
Who do you boys want to win the final? Or do you not care?
It's always Brentford, isn't it? Like, I don't think anyone wants Swansea. Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I'm Brentford.
Yeah, come on, Brentford! That's it. Right, well, that's it. That's to wrap up the end of the 2021 season. Round of applause. But predictions, Shavez, for the big boy games, Champions League and Europa League. We have to get this specific now. We have to make sure. All right?
Yeah.
So go ahead, take over.
Like, this league, Elliot, you're like top by 2 points. Then Dan's overtaking me. Then it's me, Amir, Nick.
Amir, shocking.
But into these 2 games. So the first one, Villarreal United. Villarreal just gave Real Madrid a massive scare. In the end, it didn't turn out to mean anything because Madrid didn't win the league. But they played well. They were in the lead for most of the game against Real Madrid. They're not a team to just say, oh, it's just Villarreal.
Yeah.
They're going to give us a final. With us, we'll have our main team all rested. We'll see what happens. I really want it to be like an easy night for us, but because it will be the first time we're in a final with Solskjaer, I think it's the first time we're in a final with Solskjaer.
You tell me.
Then
I think so.
There'll be that mental block with those players to start the game off. I think Villarreal will take the lead. We'll come back and win 2-1 in extra time.
Okay.
I really hope Greenwood scores in the final. But the only problem is, and I say that because I want him to be in England squad, but this is after the England squad is announced, so it won't matter much. But I think Cavani will score in the final as well. 2-1 to us after extra time.
Fair enough. What about you, Amir? What do you think?
So we have to do scores and goal scores, or just how specific do you want us to go?
How specific you ever want it to be?
All right, cool. I'll go 1-0 United and a Bruno jammy penalty.
Classic, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
Bruno pen.
What about you, Dan?
Yeah. I'll go 2-1 Villarreal. If Capu's in the final, I'll say Capu yellow card and a Capu assist. Just throwing that out there.
No, but Capu's like banned, isn't he? Didn't he?
Is he? Oh, no, it was 2 yellows, was it? Was it not?
I don't know, but whatever he did, he faked it to the max against us, didn't he?
I'll have a look.
Well, the way he fell, I thought he tore his ACL or something.
Do you know what I mean? Bloody hell.
He was rolling. Like, he was stretched off.
Trying to get out of a red card, Gimp. Yeah, not on my watch.
I'll have a look. Go to Nick, and then I'll get back to you on the Capu.
Go on, Nick.
I'm going to say 3-1 to United. I think it will go sort of United 2-0. Villarreal will get one back and sort of like cause United a scare, and then United will just kill the game once.
Fair enough. Now, I think United will go balls deep into this one. I reckon it'll be a 3-1. I reckon they'll go 3-0 up United, and it'll be like the 88th minute where Villarreal get like a consolation goal. And do you know who will score it? Because I hate him so much. Well, I don't hate him, but like he's just an ancient man. Raul Biel from corner. You know that man's going to score.
That guy's a meme now.
He's going to come back and haunt you.
He'll haunt Man United. But yeah, I think he'll dominate 3-0, and then he'll get like a dodgy header. So yeah.
Good evening.
It was 2 yellows, so he should be fit. So I'm going with a yellow card and an assist for Etienne Capu. 2-1.
What's the score going to be?
2-0,
Villarreal win.
2-1. 2-1,
2-0?
yeah, Villarreal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who's scoring for the Reds?
Trashford.
Why'd you
He
call
just
him
doesn't
that?
like you, does he?
He hates him. He feeds us, Dan. He feeds us food.
Speak for yourself.
Alright, go on.
All right, Champions League, go.
That's it, literally. Oh wait, we've got the final, the big final, the actual final
The
that
actual,
matters.
yeah.
The actual
Man
one.
City, Chelsea.
Right, so we've got a divide here. We've got me, Daniel, and Nick wanting City to win the Champions League final, and then we've got Amir and Shavez who's wanting Chelsea to win the final. So
For obvious reasons. So as a Man United fan, don't want City to do anything remotely close to a treble. I think Chelsea were the underdogs the year they beat Bayern Munich. That year, they had Barca in the semi, and then they had Bayern. And that Bayern team, I think, was better than the Man City team they're about to play this Saturday. I think Chelsea will win. I think they'll win on pens, and I think Jorginho will score the winning pen.
fair enough.
Win the UCL. I don't know why. Jorginho's been poor recently, but he's penalties. He'll hop and skip. And actually, I'm going to go further in. 0-0 in the final. Another shit final, but penalty shootout.
Penalty shootout, okay.
I could see that.
What about you, Amir?
Right, so I'm obviously back in Chelsea. I will go. I think it will be finished in 90 minutes. I'll go 1-0 to Chelsea. Let's
Optimistic.
say. Well, yeah, I'm not going to say City to win, am I?
Nah, they will though. Come on.
I'll go. Do you know what? One last time. Why not for the band? Werner to score in the 95th minute.
Imagine.
The crowd
Take
goes
all
wild.
this back. Take all this
And
back.
in the 96th minute, Man City will get a pen. Aguero will take it and miss.
Oh.
Which will solidify.
And then Amir
that
wakes up. He wakes up from his
that will
dream and it's
solidify
actually
that
like 4-0
Drogba is
City.
always better than Aguero.
Amir, if Werner does what you say, I'll drop my agenda forever.
You'll drop your agenda?
Werner agenda over.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what?
Werner.
I hope he watches this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Werner just watches this.
He's gonna be
like
on the flight to the final and he's just watching our podcast going, yeah, fucking Shavez.
Yeah, no, I'm being optimistic, but we've got to do it.
So yeah, fair enough. Dan.
As Chelsea seem to have won over Man City, as for some reason this season, 3-1 City. Aguero's obviously going to score because he's a goal scorer and always does.
You lot saying Aguero, he's not even playing, is he?
He might do. Who knows?
He's got
If he's called it, Shavez, what's it, your prediction?
He's off the bench. Max, like minimum, sorry. Not making.
Will he come off the bench and score 2 goals the other day?
He might do. Yeah, who knows though? We don't know. Like, we'll have to wait and see what Pep does. But yeah, 3-1, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick, I'll come to you last as you're the City fan, so I'll say mine. I reckon, right, 4-1. 4-1 City. I reckon 4-1 City in the final, and I reckon... So I'm going to kill the goal scorers right now, yeah? And you watch. De Bruyne first goal. Bernardo Silva second goal. Mahrez 2 other goals. That's how it's going to go.
Chelsea's goal scorer.
Who's going to score for Chelsea?
Havertz.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-1. So De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and then Mahrez for a brace. And then Havertz for the Chelsea goal. That's what I think. What about you, Nick? To sum it up.
I'm going 3-1 City. And I reckon it'll be 2 goals from Foden and like
Rat Boy, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah. And then like a 30-yard bang from De Bruyne.
Yeah, fair enough. What about for Chelsea?
For Chelsea, I don't know, I feel like it'll be from a set piece. Just a corner or something.
Fair.
I don't know if that'll score, yeah.
All right. Well, we look forward to it. 5 days' time. Wait, when's the Europa League one?
Saturday.
So is it the day before?
Wednesday.
Europa League Wednesday. Champs Saturday.
Oh, Wednesday. So 2 days to the Europa League. Oh, here we go. Oh, look nice, looking very juicy.
You see how modest the Chelsea supporters are. Will go 1-0 or this, and then the Man City go 4-1, 3-0.
They'll go balls.
You know what I mean?
They'll go balls deep in the
For all we know, Pep might overcomplicate it, and like Fernandinho might be striker. For all you know. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Potentially final. You don't know what's going to happen.
Think it, innit? Because he wants to win it.
That's it. But yeah, but that's it for one last time. That's it for the 2021 season. We'll be back obviously next season once it does, but don't worry, we'll be doing loads of other videos during this summer, obviously about the Euros, maybe other stuff as the lockdown restrictions are coming up now, so we can start to meet up and actually do a podcast in real life. So that'll be good news. But so yeah, look forward to that. But until the 2021-2022 season, we shall leave this on hold. So in the meantime, take care.